What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rack 'em Up. Today I want to cover today I want to cover defense, man. I want to cover defense. This is my first video where I'm covering a topic and speaking, so please forgive me for my inexperience with YouTube and editing um and anything I mess up on. Furthermore, I want to give a shout out to Jordan Mid for inspiring me to speak up and use my voice. Y'all should definitely check out his channel. He has a lot of valid points. And forgive me for the background noise. I do live in a busy city, and there's a lot that goes on. So let's get into it. I'm definitely gonna freelance, and yes, I am reading off of a paper. So that's why I keep saying But anyways, let's get off that topic. The first thing I want to cover about 2K that's really bothering me about defense, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but it has to be the service. The service has always been trash. Excuse my language. It's always been shit. Um, and I don't understand why, because this is a billion-dollar company, a multi-billion-dollar company. If I'm not mistaken, I could definitely be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we should have problems with delays. It shouldn't be like frequent delays that's going on in the game. I shouldn't be sliding left or right. I think that's like really like the number one thing for me is the slide. I can't stick with my man, and people not being able to stick with their man, it causes people to play things like zone, and you know what I'm saying. Now you got the sweats, and you got to see zone, and you gotta, you know, interceptor is overpowered or is underpowered or whatever the case is. This year is it's not the best, but yeah, the servers just really suck. I'm speaking for defense. I can't speak for offense right now. Maybe I'll cover that in another video. Um, so that's the biggest thing for me is number one is the sliding. That needs to be fixed. Uh Number two, like let's just talk about perimeter defense. I don't know if I'm the only one who's noticed this. I think I seen one person who said they noticed it too. Season one, the game was, like every other 2K, the game always starts off good. It always starts off good. Everybody likes it, uh, certain people always complaining, of course. There's always gonna be people out there complaining. But it started off pretty good, especially like defensively wise. You know what I'm saying? It was very bumpy, um, extremely bumpy. I was locking everybody up. Nobody could really score. I mean, nobody could really shoot too. That's another thing. But like they didn't definitely touch something about like clamps or something. Like it just feels useless now. Um, it's like the game is less bumpy. Um, People can just slide right through you. Pause. No diddy. People just slide right through you, push you out the way, and not like literally like not bulldozer, but they just like they dribbling. Dribbling is how we get crabs. They push you out the way, moving you out the way and stuff like that. Um, and Speaking of crabs, that's another thing. Crabbing is just like it's crazy. I don't really ever get crab. I know how to get around crabs personally, and I could cover that in the video if y'all want me to. But people shouldn't be crabbing me at an easy rate. Like, I'm gonna get into that too because the game is like it doesn't know if it wants to be arcadey or realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a big problem. That's an extremely huge problem. Um, I shouldn't crabbing. Whatever. We only got like 26 minutes. Okay. Screens is extremely annoying. I play a lot of program with my uncles and my brother, and screens is I'm the lockdown on the team. Screens is extremely annoying. And I'm not complaining about people running pick and roll or people running ISO. I think people should be able to play however they want to play. But when I'm getting hit by screens left and right, and if I hold R2 or the right trigger on Xbox, it's usually a foul when I'm running through the screens when the person just sitting there holding a circle all day. And I think that's like, very unfair personally because the person just sitting out like it's annoying. I'm sure everybody goes through it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't mind the cheesy dribbling. I don't mind people momentum and fast dribbling all that. I mean, I can do it too. But when it's not when they doing it and people's going left and right, for example, like in 2K22, they had the left right cheese. And every single time you went left and they went back right, you're still sliding left. You're doing the damn cha cha dance all the way to the left. Like, bro, like the shit gets annoying. It gets to a point where it's like, you know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta guess what they doing instead of being able to just react to every single thing they're doing. That's when that goes back to service. I should be able to react if to a person going left, right, up, down, forward, whatever they're doing. I should be able. If I move my stick left, I should be moving left. As soon as I switch it back right, it should be able to go right to the right. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly why a lot of people don't want to run man-to-man defense. So see, like me and my pro am team, we run a lot of. That's all we pretty much run, unless we getting toe up. Like cause trust me, you know, you get toe up. You know, it happens. So some people you have to run a zone against. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why certain people is like really good at running 5 outs because like Joe knows Joe knows is extremely good at running 5 outs. You know what I'm saying? And I do think if the service was fixed, a lot of it would be in check. You know what I'm saying? Not saying nobody would be trash or anything like that, especially Joe knows. You know, Joe knows is incredible, but no Diddy. I ain't, but um it would be way easier and way more competitive if we was able to react to when any other players react. And another big thing too, I'm not trying to dwell on this topic, but stopping somebody that's running 5 out, they go left, right, and I can stick with that. But once they go in and they do like a LeBron step back or whatever the new step back is that people doing, it freezes you. It freezes you. And I don't know why it does that, but it literally freezes you and you can't react. And sometimes if you right there and you jump, it's going to be a foul. Like I just think that's like like kind of completely unfair. It's kind of hard to like you know what I'm saying? Because you just really playing a guessing game at this point. You're trying to pay attention to their tendencies, and you just kind of playing a guessing game or what they gonna do. Um, so also the contest system is horrible. I think we all know the contest system is horrible in this game. Um, it's like sometimes you don't know what's an open or what's the name shot, and you have to use certain bases. You have to use certain bases to get less contests. That's why everybody's using Tracy McGrady, and that's why it's not no diversity in the game right now. Like almost every single 2K has never no diversity because they make the game to where it's kind of like you have to use certain things to be competitive. You can't just not use certain things, you know what I'm saying, to not be competitive. Like I'm not a big fan of Tracy McGrady base. I use it in this game to test it out and it was actually pretty good. But I like using like, like other bases. Like I like Scottie Pippins, that's another base everybody uses. I like Benedict Mathurin, whatever. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever though. On to the next topic. And once again, sorry if I'm everywhere with my words. That's what happens when I talk a lot. Number 3 for me. Oh, another thing too. Um, okay, I'll cover that. Number 3, interior, man, interior needs to be fixed. Interior needs to be fixed. Interior is horrible. It's horrible. Like I said, at the beginning of the year, it started off pretty good, and I think that's because people didn't. You have to learn. We have to learn the game and adapt. So it started off pretty good, but the number one thing for me about interior defense, man, is like when I play against people that can run 5 out, that meter dunk it's very stupid. This shit to me, it's extremely stupid because it's overpowered. If nobody's standing in the paint, bro, you getting dunked on every single time. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. Nobody's stopping that. You getting poked on every single time. You gonna get poked. I think that's extremely stupid, especially for somebody who has high interior. This player he has an 88, but I didn't see people with 90s. You know what I'm saying? Interior still get poked on. No ifs, ands, or buts. Even people with high anchor sometimes still get poked on. I think anchor is the one that counters interior, like you know what I'm saying. I think that's the actual contest. Like I said, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong on a lot of this stuff. But yeah, that's meter dunking is definitely a problem this year. I don't think you should be able to just dunk on anybody because nobody's in the rim. There's been times where I can probably find clips where people have literally and it also drags me into the animation. I think that's just so lame. And it'd be 3, 4, 5 people down there like that just converge down there, and everybody would get dunked on. That's just crazy. That's just outrageous. Um, layups is overpowered. My biggest thing with layups is that floaters and acrobats. Floaters is insane this year. Devin Booker, Trae Young. I was getting Trae Young for a minute. It's been people I play. I'm guarding them. I'm right there in their face, and I'm putting my hands up. Trae Young. You know what I'm saying? Or Devin Booker. They doing flows all up over me. Pause. And they making them like it gets irritating. It's like damn, like you know what I'm saying? Like how am I supposed to really stop this cheese? Like, you really have to be in their face for them to stop that. But once they get the first step on you, prime example, like this person just got up on this person, um, it's kind of like you're beat unless you got some excellent help. I just think that is just insane. And then acrobats, you don't even have to time acrobats. As long as you have a decent or a high layup, no matter what, if you double tapping it, they always making them. Always making them. That's insane. You should at least have the time to acrobat. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's just crazy. That's just crazy. The contest really needs to be fixed. Sometimes it doesn't even let you contest. You can go to the rim and you won't even put your hands up. Same with perimeter too. It's been a lot of times where, like, you know what I'm saying, my player will turn around. Maybe I need to turn off the who to guard or something, but my player turn around, not facing his man, randomly change it to other people. He just won't put his hands up. I'll be holding my hands up. He won't put his hands up. Ankle braces is trash. I don't know if I said that already, but it's trash. I have Hall of Fame ankle braces with a 99 perimeter, and I still get my ankles broke. I don't understand how, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Um, but anyways, off of interior, number four we need to talk about is patches to the defense. Patches to the defense just be it's just insane. Every single year it's the same thing. Um, it's a revolving door every single year. Every single year the defense is always good coming out the gates. Steals is overpowered. Sometimes, I can understand them nerfing steals. A lot of the time. Sometimes I don't think they should, and this is where my other problem comes in. Where, like I said, the game doesn't know if it wants to be simulation or arcade, because you have the people who's in the quote unquote comp community, whatever the case is. All they want to do is sit there and dribble around all day, which I don't mind. That's how you play. That's how you play. That's how you get your rocks off. Cool, but they think they should be able to dribble without no penalty. But defense get all the penalty. Perfect prime example, reaching. It's a huge penalty for reaching now. If you miss time a reach, you reach, they gonna teach. You know what I'm saying? It's extremely bad. Like, it's dumbass reach. Excuse my language. Like, dumbass reach animations. Like, that nobody does in real life. Like, that shit is so lame. Like, I could be sitting there and I reach one time and I'm reaching out the damn play. How? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? And people, I don't like how people try to they try to use certain shit to their advantages. Like, they try to say, "Oh, this is realistic," but you think sitting there dribbling the shot clock out all day is realistic? You think running left and right using cheesy moves is realistic? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say, okay, we're gonna keep some of this stuff realistic and then we're gonna keep some of this stuff just arcadey. Like, that shit doesn't make sense. Like, is it gonna be realistic all the way, or is it gonna be arcadey? Another thing I have a problem with is dribbling the ball through my body. Like, I don't think you should be able to dribble the ball through my body. Why is the ball going through my body and coming back to somebody's hands? You know what I'm saying? I think I remember people complained about that in 2K17, because they couldn't dribble through people's bodies, and I just thought that was crazy. Like, I'm like, is is 2K trying to make the game realistic, or is they trying to keep it arcadey? You know what I'm saying? I already know, like, y'all mainly about y'all money. Like, that's all y'all really, kind of care about. Um, I feel like y'all kind of care for the game and kind of care for the community, but at the same time, a lot of times it's all based off microtransactions. And I completely understand that. It is a business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I think I honestly, the community to me ruined the game. I think the community really ruined the game. I don't really even think it's all 2K. But I'm gonna get into that towards the end. Um, yeah, uh, another thing I don't like that 2K does with patching defense is that y'all will patch things and not tell us. I think that's kind of fucked up. Like, that's weird. You can't. Well, you can. I mean, it's your game. Do whatever the hell you want to. But it's just weird that y'all would touch things and say y'all not touching things, and we would have to find out that y'all are touching things through 2K Lab or Tusa, anybody like that. Like, that's just weird. We need 100% transparency. We need to find out what's going on with the game. I don't understand why y'all do that. I don't understand why y'all not transparent about some of the changes y'all make. And one of the changes that I noticed was, like I said, the game is it's not bumpy. You're not like, as a lockdown, I have 99 perimeter. This one he has, I think, 93. But I remember being extremely bumpy. Like, people could not get past me. Like, if I'm moving left, if I time it right, you know what I'm saying? If I'm moving left with them, I can ride their hips, pause with them all day. I could stick with them. It wasn't hard to stick with my man. It was very easy to guard my man. My man could not just blow past me. Pause. He couldn't just run. That's another thing. He could running around me, like literally running a circle around me to get past me. Like that's not real. If we're gonna keep it real, now if we're gonna keep it arcadey, I can't complain about that. But that's not real. And if we're gonna keep it arcadey too, Steals should be overpowered like they is because they keep dribblers in check. I was watching Brutal Sim video a long time ago, and one thing he said was that the steals being high actually kept a lot of the dribblers in check. And that's another thing about this too. It actually, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because I didn't play a lot of rec at the beginning. But I can tell you one thing for sure. People was not sitting there dribbling the ball 24/7 all fucking day. Excuse my language. They wasn't sitting there dribbling the ball all day going left, right, left, right, left, right because they was going to get plucked. So it, like, the steals being overpowered low key promoted ball movement. You know what I'm saying? It promoted people to get the ball up out of their hands because they knew, okay, if I'm sitting here dribbling all day, I'm going to get plucked. It promoted, a slower game, which is true. And I understand, I kind of like a fast-paced game too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying the steals need to be overpowered, but I'm saying it needs to be some type of balance. Like, I understand our offense is overpowered um in real life. But like I said, is this real life? Is we gonna compare it to real life, or is it a video game? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be arcadey? If we gonna compare it to real life, then we need to keep everything realistic. We need to, you know what I'm saying, all around the board. 50 Face, it's a video game. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna keep it arcadey, we gonna keep it like it's a video game. Don't like I hate when people try to like use what's real, like they like certain people, like especially like offensive players, they try to be like, oh, that's realistic, or this and this and this and this and this and this and that. And then they'll have a whole nother, like you'll bring up a whole nother scenario which isn't realistic for they end, like dribbling through people's bodies, but you should be able to do that. Like that's just weird to me. And like I said, I know this video and it's everywhere and I'm talking everywhere, but it's a little frustrations. I can start to talk too much a lot of the times in these videos. I can start rambling about random things. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. I just need to start speaking my mind more and helping this type of video get out. And like Jordan Mia say, you know what I'm saying, inspiring people to speak up and use their voices because everybody always talk about how trash 2K is, including me. You know what I'm saying? And we still get on this game and play it. We don't complain. Nobody hears our voices. You know what I'm saying? Because we sitting there thinking, oh, we are a small channel or people ain't gonna watch us, whatever the case is. But you know what I'm saying? I think people are starting to wake up. You know what I'm saying? I think people are starting to wake up. Uh, oh yeah. PS too. I'm just gonna add this one in. This ain't got nothing to do with defense, but man, the VC prices is insane. This shit, like y'all patching defense. This actually goes to patching defense. Y'all patch defenses, or not even defense, just patching the game in general, even with offense. Y'all patching stuff, knowing people are making builds, which is also their fault. But some people don't even watch YouTube. People like my uncles, for example. They don't watch. They ask me, how do I know all this stuff to the game? They just regular 9 to 5 workers. They go to work, come home, and just want to play the game. And I have to keep them updated on everything that's going on in the game. You see what I'm saying? We just all casual players. I'm a little bit above casual. I ain't the best of the best. I'm good though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit above. I'm above a casual. You know what I'm saying? But I have to keep them updated up on certain things. And we done ran through so many builds because y'all keep touching the damn game. Like if we gonna do this, and I seen a lot of people make this as a like a thing. Like, okay, can we at least change the, like, can we get some of the VC back, like at least half the damn VC back from all that we put into our players after we delete them or something, because it's just extremely unfair that y'all say y'all care for the community and stuff like that, but then y'all know people are making certain builds to combat other certain players, and or just to play a whole different way, like say, like, for example, like they made 3 pointers overpowered. People will make builds that have a very high 3 pointer, and then y'all would do some shit like y'all would patch it like literally like 2 3 weeks later, and now people are having bad builds and they can't shoot now. That's just an example. It's a little extreme, but it's just an example. You know what I'm saying? And we are left with investing in that build, playing damn my career all day, trying to get the badges up and everything like that, just for us to get basically like a fuck you to the face. Like, yeah, we made the money, and you know, sorry about your build, but yeah, bro, we had to patch that because people was complaining, or we felt like it shouldn't have been in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just extremely unfair, and that's very selfish. That's very selfish. We should at least get half back. I wouldn't complain that much. At least give me half my VC back, so I can put this VC into another character or something. It costs. They say, oh, like $50. No, man, that shit costs what? I think. what, $50 is like, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, $50 like what, 200,000? It costs like 400, it costs like 125 dollars to upgrade a whole bill, $150. Man, motherfuckers ain't got $150 to be spending up on a motherfucking video game all day. Like I really like I dead ass recently stopped spending money up on the game like that. Like I want to make another bill so bad. Like that's why I like 2K20, because I was able, and I wasn't even working that much because I just started working. I was able to put money into my bills. I put $20 into a bill, bro. I'm good. Everything else I can grind. I can grind everything else. No problem. You feel me? No problem at all. Anyways, like I said, off the, stop rambling about that. Number 5, fouls. Fouls is outrageous. Fouls is outrageous. Fouls is outrageous, bro. Um, y'all reward bad people for making bad decisions and bad plays and taking bad shots. Um, that's not how it should be. I done seen a million damn times people will be sitting there playing basketball. In the rec, a lot, I see this a lot in the rec. I rarely play rec, but I see this a lot in rec. People will be literally going through taking bad shots, just like that one, right? Like that layup, for example. And it'll be 3 people down there, and they will still go up, and they'll get fouls. They'll get a foul call for that. Like the fouls is outrageous this shit. Like you should not be rewarding bad basketball at all. Bad basketball should never be rewarded. That's like them dumbass shots people be taking should not never be rewarded. Um, I understand the whole jumping out at people thing, but the damn shot contest system is fucking broken. So sometimes you have to jump. Like you have to jump. You don't have no choice. Like when I get screened in pro am a lot of times they'll go one way. A lot of times they're Jamal Murray, and I could play it half the times, especially if my uncle, is helping me. One of my uncles is helping me play the screens. Of course, they have to. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I get stuck in the screen, and I will have to jump because they fucking went one way, Jamal Murray the other way, and I will have to jump, and I'm getting called for, a foul. Like that's just lame to me. Like that's not bad basketball. That's not a bad basketball. It's not a bad shot. But the jump contest, you know what I'm saying? Like it needs to be toned down at least a little bit. Like you know what I'm saying? Because the shot contest is damn near is broken. Um, and sometimes, like I said, you can't even put your damn hands up. So sometimes you have to jump because I'm holding my stick up or I'm flicking my stick up, and I'm not even putting my hands up to contest the shot. So my hands is down. And what's the saying? Hand down, man down. It's just extremely unfair. Um, I just think that's just so lame. Um, like I said, I think I covered the dumb, like the extremely dumb reach animations. Um, and even what I'm saying, reaching for like passing lane steals. It's kind of outrageous. Like I said, if we gonna keep the game realistic, then we need to keep it realistic all the way across the boards. If we gonna make it arcadey, then okay, keep it arcadey, keep some cheese in there, whatever the case is. Do whatever what y'all want to do, but at least give me a damn fighting chance. Like man, I be trying to fight. Like I be not trying. I do be fighting, but like man, help me out. You feel me? Like help me out. Like upgrade the service, please. Like you gotta kind of like even a playing ground a little bit. Like it is a video game. I understand we trying to make it realistic, but it's also still a video game. You know what I'm saying? Like so like please help me out. You know what I'm saying? It is people up in the league that can lock people up from going left and right and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I can name a couple of defenders. Everybody knows Kawhi Leonard. You know what I'm saying? You got Mikal Bridges, Dylan Brooks. People don't give Dylan Brooks a lot of credit, but Dylan Brooks is a really good defender. You know what I'm saying? Even though he get fried a lot, but he's still a really good defender. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of players they do stick with players left and right. That's why ISO isn't really like a big thing in like the NBA that much because people are they can kind of stick with their man even though there's not a lot of defense being played in the NBA. It's still some people out there that be hustling. Like I done seen a couple of games like Kelly Oubre, Anthony Edwards, stuff like that, being able to stick with their man. Um, my last thing is let's talk about the community before this video ends. Like I said, once again, guys, I'm sorry about this video being everywhere. I promise you I will sharpen it up and I'll be more sound and it won't be a lot of ums and stuff like that in the video. But anyways, the community, man. I feel like not feel. I think that people that 2K listens to the wrong people. A lot of times they listen to you know, comp players like and I'm not saying that they be wrong because a lot of comp players they do be they do be right sometimes. I consider myself more of a sim player. Uh I just like basketball, and I like the Western basketball. But anyways, I need to hurry up. Um, people are very selfish, and they only want to make the game to where the way they like it. They don't speak for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you really ask me, 2K really always usually have the blueprint because when they release the game, bro, the game is always fun. It always starts off good. But soon as they start listening to people complain and they don't let people adapt, the game starts to get fucked up. That the whole game, kiss the whole game, go back. Because once they fix one patch, they mess something else up. So now they got to fix something else. 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 And it just become a whole goddamn full year of patching shit now. You see what I'm saying? That's just bad. What 2K should have did this year, I remember, I think Uncle Demi was talking about it, but I know Brutal Sim was talking about this in the video. He said, y'all should release the game and leave it alone. Let people complain. Let people complain. They just gonna have to adapt. People just gotta adapt to the game. We always do adapt to the game. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, now shooting, I'm 50-50 on that because actually I really learned my shot. Like it took me like 3 weeks, but I started to learn my shot and I started greening it. Then they patched it and I couldn't shoot. I couldn't shoot at all. You see what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, that's my only thing. But yeah, guys, I'm running out of time. Um, like, subscribe. I will have more content dropping soon. I'm going to start using my voice more, man, because it's getting outrageous. I'm gonna have some content about Call of Duty too, because I'm tired of Call of Duty too with their microtransactions. But y'all have a good day, man. Thank you for listening to me, and sorry for the horrible quality. Peace.